What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. We have some interesting go here, guys. Let's take a look. Swift go time. What happened though? I thought XRP wasn't going to. Look at this, guys. Look how they changed their message very quickly within a year. And of course, prior to this, they already had things in place. And that's what you have to understand. This is not something that just came out of nowhere. They were already building these blocks long time ago, guys. Remember, XRP is here for a decade. Quick, easy, predictable. There is a new standard in low value international payments. What does that mean, guys? What does that tell you? Is Swift actually using XRP? Yes, they are. They are going to. March, everything will be ready. And that's when Swift will actually upgrade, be fully upgraded, and use ISO 222 as a new messaging system, which is also RippleNet. There's many evidence. By 3/13/23, you better have your crypto in a private offline ledger and hide your keys. XRP is the golden egg. Then on 3/14 will mark 123 years since original gold standard passed in 3/14/1900. The Great Reset. This is a very interesting message, guys. Think about this. I know that we don't like to go into conspiracy theories and all that stuff, but just think about this. How convenient is that? This is maybe most likely also the date that the lawsuit will be finished. This is most likely the date that the ISO 222 messaging system is upgraded. And now also that the gold standard was being implemented 123 years ago. The riddlers always say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, right? It's always the message. It's always there. The golden egg, the golden standard. We're going back to that golden standard, right? It's the Great Reset, guys. It's happening. It's happening. It's in front of your eyes. Open your eyes. Ripple wins US patent for new Oracle-based smart contract design. Ripple's patented design would allow derivatives to settle based on external information, such as temperature data. Very interesting, guys. They won a patent. And this is not the first one, by the way. Blockchain payments technology firm Ripple has won a patent for a design that can execute smart contracts based on data collected from the outside world. Earlier this week, Ripple Labs received a patent for a smart contract that can use oracles to connect a distributed platform to a variety of different real-world data. This is not by coincidence. Again, guys, if you want to be the future system of payments, they have to be ahead of the game, and this is how they do it, right? So smart contract mostly associated with Ethereum, but imagine smart contracts on XRP Ledger. Faster, cheaper, faster transactions, settlement time is faster. So there is a big play here, guys. This is, while patent indicates that time and effort going into a rough draft of, in this case, a new smart contract based derivative, it doesn't necessarily mean that Ripple has any active plans to move ahead with development, right? But of course, because they're paying the patent, they're getting it so that they can use it in the future. Exactly how they got a patent back in 1990, right? For international payments. There is a patent that actually Ripple has. There may be a bigger Ponzi scheme than FTX on the horizon. If you thought that this was it, guys, please, this was just the beginning. FTX was just the beginning. As we say, the Great Reset is happening. You have seen nothing yet. Once the dollar collapses, and I think that they are talking about the dollar here, or Tether. They're talking about dollar or Tether here, because that's the real Ponzi scheme. Imagine that governments don't need money. They can print money, right? The elite people can print money, so they don't need money. It's a big Ponzi. You need money, so they print it. The value goes down. That's the bigger Ponzi scheme. That's what they're talking about here. And especially if you know Robert Kiyosaki, who is always telling you to buy gold, silver, right? Always, he's always saying that. Let's take a look.
With Sam Bankman frauds kick up, and I said, I don't think Jim saw Sam Bankman fraud, but that is a massive currency war. What is setting shockwaves all over the world? Because is it the biggest Ponzi scheme ever?
If you don't count the U.S. Treasury market, probably yes. But that went on for 230 years. Alexander Hamilton figured that out a long time ago. But yes, I believe it is. I'll reserve judgment a little. There might be a bigger one out there. It maybe in our next interview, we can mention the name. But there's something out there that is potentially 10 times worse than FTX in the terms of whether stable coins are really backed up with real
Okay,
dollars.
Matt,
Junk
may I ask
paper.
one more question?
So he's saying stablecoin backed up with real dollar. So see, he's talking about USDT Tether, because Tether is massive, guys. You have to understand that if Tether collapse, it's going to be crazy. You're going to see most of crypto collapse if that happens, and this is really on the horizon right now. This is the talks. That's what he's saying, this guy. So you have to understand that this is something that is coming. Fam Timothy Messat, former CFTC, US China wanting to make RMB international currency. US need to be more aggressive in the CBDC discussions. More countries on how to make their systems interoperable. And US needs to be that table. Let's take a look.
Obviously be one piece of the puzzle. And in particular, they've never liked the way we've used the fact that the international payment systems are heavily dominated by the dollar. We have used those to impose financial sanctions. These quotes were well before the Ukraine. So you can only imagine what's being said right now about our use of SWIFT and other things to impose financial sanctions. Most central banks, as I said, have projects in this space. So, a lot of people look at all this and say, well, is the global dominance of the dollar threatened? And I would say a couple things about that. The global dominance of the dollar, meaning its dominance in international payments, as well as its status as a reserve currency, is based on lots and lots of things separate from technology. It's the strength of our economy, the strength of our government and the rule of law. It's the size and liquidity of the treasury market, and that's why people, run to treasuries in a crisis. But, I don't think we can take that role for granted. And technology will have some role there, but it will take a while. So I think we do need to keep those issues in mind. So what should we do? What will we do? I think we will move forward with more aggressive research and development. The White House executive order this morning did call for that. That's good. We should be doing a lot more. I mean, even though we had Project Hamilton, it's small compared to what we should be doing.
Now, because of this, guys, that's why the lawsuit will move more quickly right now. Can you see this? More aggressive CBDC research and development. Modernizing payment systems should be a national priority. Improving access financial inclusion should be a priority. Need to be at the table of international interoperability of CBDCs and payment systems. See, guys, the lawsuit is something that they're just stalling to actually get ready. But you can see the priority is all XRP related. XRP is solving all of these problems, right? So that is why this is so important, guys. A last video I want to show you guys. Fam Timothy Mossad, former CFTC, US payment system, cross-border system, and RTP systems and financial inclusion. A CBDC would help all these systems. XRPL. Let's take a look.
Individuals don't see. So our payment system in the US is bank dominated. It's largely funded by deposits. It's safe and it's well tested. It generally works pretty smoothly, but it is relatively slow and expensive compared to what we call real-time payment systems in other countries. And I think that's due basically to insufficient competition, which has resulted in insufficient innovation by our banks. So what are the advantages of CBDCs? Well, first, of course, greater efficiency, lower cost. We pay, the percentage that we pay for payments, is around 3%. It's pretty high. Merchants obviously have to make, payments to Visa and MasterCard. Banks charge fees. Now, we may not see that directly, but it is rolled into prices. And so the fees for the U.S. payment system are higher than in other countries that have modernized their systems more than we have. Cross-border payments in particular, if you've...
In particular, guys, see how he says that? In particular. Who has been focusing for over a decade on cross-border payments? Think about this. It's all there. I'm telling you guys, they are telling you that this system is going to change and that XRP is going to do a massive change in the whole system. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.